If you like your comedy short, fast, and funny, you've come to the right place. Comedy Time presents QuickLaffs, guaranteed to make you laugh in 30 seconds or less.
I'm 30, and it's crazy because I'm still a little kid in my brain, and the way I know this is because the other day I seen this pregnant lady, and I was all like, I know what you did. It's so nasty.
Actually, recently I read a study that said women find bald men sexier than men with hair. Wait a minute, that's not. I mean, I wrote a study. That's
I always had to explain that my dad's a redneck and my mom's from Thailand, so that makes me a necktie. That's right, I love to drink Bud and eat fried dog.
I've been having this reoccurring nightmare. This is completely true, by the way. Basically, it's the beginning of the first Die Hard movie. For anyone not familiar, it's me and all my closest friends. We're all at this party, right? And then I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and I leave. And then terrorists come in, they take everyone hostage. Here's the part that deviates from the movie Die Hard. I don't do anything to help them. I just hide like a bitch in the bathroom the whole time. That's the whole dream. Just me nervously listening to my friends get popped off one by one. I should do something, right? That's what you want. Not going in there. Why would I do that, right? They're gonna shoot me twice if they find out that I've been hiding. I should stick to the plan. Stay in here where nothing bad's happening. How many people do I know? I'd be close to done.
Is gay marriage a very sensitive political issue? I support gay marriage. I'm not gay, but hey, more ways to get a green card.
I don't think it's the weirdest name in the world, though. I think the weirdest name in the world is Usher. Like, what were his parents thinking? Maybe he was conceived in a movie theater. Maybe he's got a little sister matinee name.
I used to watch that show, Little People, Big World. That was one of my favorites. And if you've never seen that show, it's about two little people raising a family, and a couple of their kids are regular size. And the little people are so good at parenting that the regular size kids actually listen. I'm watching an episode, right, where the father who's 4 foot was just reaming his son, who's 6 foot, about driving the car recklessly. Like, he's getting on him. And this kid is remorseful, he's apologetic, he's real nice, and they have like a hug, and I'm like, man. And I was thinking to myself, if my father would have been a little person, I would have beat the crap out of him.
You guys, I just got dumped. Don't pretend to care. Don't. It was very, I don't get dumped, okay? I'm a frightening woman. You know, like most men just lay still and wait for me to get bored and wander off. That's same principle as a bear attack, is what I'm saying.
I got one role last year. I did this medical show, and when I got the audition, it was a different role. It really was. It was nice. On the audition, it said, you're auditioning for the role of Mexican Ghost. I was excited. I didn't know what to do for the audition. I mean, what do you do for a Mexican Ghost? Do you walk in there and do you say, El Boo?
Do you think the KKK meets after Labor Day?
And for whatever reason, when black women feel like they didn't give you that exclamation point at the end of the argument, they always do that lean in and dip back. You know what I'm saying? Like, so once you get out of my face.
Guys, I stopped drinking hard alcohol, and I think it's gonna help me out with the ladies, because whiskey makes me unable to have sex with the ladies. Vodka makes me fight with the ladies. Tequila makes me try to have sex with just any old lady. And Jaeger makes me pee my pants. Guys, guys are up here.
It's hard too, the skinny women, y'all make it hard. Y'all like to play little games. Like when we get dressed to go out, y'all want to play games like, oh, I have a shirt you can wear. No, you don't. Not if you want to wear it again, you know? Not unless it's made of Lycra and Miracles. I just don't see it happening. Charlotte Russe is gonna be Charlotte Loose by the time I'm done. Just knock it out.
Always a big story in sports, especially in football, is concussions. Oh my, apparently these guys are damaging their brains. Oh my, like, first off, who didn't see that coming? Secondly, as a society, are we really missing out on anything by having football players with damaged brains? Like, when did we start giving a crap? Oh my God, Lawrence Taylor has dementia, there goes the cure for cancer. Larry Zonka's got Parkinson's. Oh my, cancel that stem cell research grant we were about to give him. Noted scientist Larry Zonka.
I think I'm pretty good at talking to people with my voice. But when it comes to leaving like a voicemail, I lose complete sight of myself. Like I've never, ever in my life left a voicemail and afterward thought, oh, you nailed it. It's never, ever happened. And like the ones that you can listen to, re-record or erase, those are the worst ones. Do you know how hard it is to be really angry for 7 different messages? Consistency fades. Just like my career's going right now. Slowly unraveling.
What I hate more than anything is when someone's driving and on their cell, cut you off and they don't even know it. It happened to me today. I was like, Jared, get off your phone! Yeah, sorry, someone just cut me off. I didn't even realize it.
My favorite thing to do is head down to the furniture section, find a big wardrobe, and just hide in it for hours. Till some unsuspecting family walks by and then pop out and go, welcome to Narnia! And just run.
My wife, so now my wife's a stay-at-home mom. You ever see one of these? Like a whole new species of animal. Exhaustus erectus. I complain I don't get naps anymore. My wife hasn't slept in 3 years. She yells at kids we don't have. I come home from work at night, my wife's more excited than the dog to get let out the front door. I have 2 distinct sets of claw marks in my front door, one way up here and one down low. Every day I pull in the driveway. All I see in the front window are her and the dog going, I want to go out. I want to go walk by myself. I want to go out, open the door.
Took both of my kids to the park, man. We're hanging out. My son, he's crazy. He's 7. He climbs to the top of a tree. Woman comes to find me. Hey, black dad, your kid is at the top of the tree. I'm like, so? He know his way down. You know And if he don't make it, I got another one. I ain't even that concerned.
You don't even have to type in what you wanted Google to find for Google to find what you wanted Google to find. Have you ever typed in something totally wrong and then Google's like, oh, did you mean? And you're like, oh my God, yeah. Are you in my house, Google? Why did you know that?
This is the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. Debt collectors, like collection agencies, are now using social networking to try to find people. Absolutely true. Like you'll post on Twitter, like at Applebee's, and they'll show up at Applebee's, like, give me my money. Like that's real. That's real.
Just moved out here with my wife. We got married in August, so it's very exciting. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. We took a beautiful honeymoon trip. We went to Italy, flew into Venice, and I don't know if you guys have traveled internationally, but a lot of countries will name their international airport after a famous person from that country. So as we were flying into the Venice International Marco Polo Airport, I didn't feel that confident about that landing coming in. No. Yeah. I could hear up in the cockpit, it's like, Marco Polo. Marco Polo. Yeah, they don't use radar. It was dicey. We got in on the second try. It was good. Yeah, I thought they named it after the famous Italian explorer. Nope. Childhood pool game.
I didn't know LA had a gangbanging problem when I moved out here 6 years ago about Crips and Bloods, Reds and Blues, Snoop, about what you could wear. You understand? I didn't know that. You understand? You need to tell somebody this when they get off the plane in LAX. Know this. I'm on Crenshaw and King. Don't ooh now, I don't want to hear it. Shoulda ooh goddamn then, ma'am. Before gangbangers approach me. Yo, homie, what set do you claim? What? Yo, homie, what set do you claim? I'm like, man, I don't gangbang, I tell jokes. I think you're lying. I'm like, why you think I'm lying? Because you're wearing the wrong colors. I said, the wrong colors? Punk, I'm wearing hot pink. Who you know gangbang hot pink, ma'am? Who?
I got friends that live far away. You know, my girlfriend live in Lancaster. Talking about how come you don't ever come out here and visit me? Because you ain't sent a helicopter to pick me up. I feel like this. If you relocate from LA to some far off land like Fontana, I consider you gone.
Anybody got like fat family members? Let's be honest. Anybody got one? Like I got one, Lewis. Let me tell you how fat he is. Randomly says his grace in case food just pops up. That's him. He'd be like, Derek, give me a second. Good Lord, make us truly thankful for the harvest that we're about to receive. The bountiful harvest, dude. The harvest. We're not even headed to a restaurant. I know, but if some food comes out of somewhere, we ain't got to waste no more time. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? This ain't Pac-Man. We ain't gonna turn the corner to some cherries and some pretzels and some Lugos. Come on, dude. That's just not righteous.
But there are crazy people all over New York. Like I walked past GNC the other day. GNC, it's this protein muscle building place. Yeah, I walked past this place. They said if you buy $75 or more of our product, we will deliver it. To me, this seems like a demographic that could probably carry it home. You know?
Before that, I was in England. I actually got to perform around Europe and England, and I flew on British Airways, which, by the way, the best airline to fly, because the pilot's English. And that accent makes you feel so safe when you're flying. Yeah. Like we were getting ready to land, he comes on the intercom, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, we are making our final approach into Heathrow International Airport. Isn't that lovely?
I saw the guy, he had drumsticks and he was playing the mailbox, just beating the mailbox with the drumsticks, blue mailbox, just hammering away. And I thought to myself, man, this guy's really dedicated to his musical craft. Wouldn't it be great if a record producer drove by, stopped, and approached this guy? Sir, I heard you on the mailbox. You are awesome. We're starting a band. We got a guy on fire hydrant, a guy on trash cans, a lady who screams, and a bag of meth. All we need now is a good mailbox master. We got ourselves a band. We got a gig on Thursday behind Taco Bell. We're called Voices in My Head.
And you know, the older you get, you start realizing some things you just can't do with your folks. And with my dad, it was something as simple as watching TV. Like I try, but I just can't. Because the other day we were watching Jeopardy, and this was the final question. This black creature is fast, can climb trees, and sometimes attack humans. So I was like, easy. What is a bear? My dad looks at the screen, he goes, oh, what is a ninja?
Girlfriend's getting on my case, man. Here's the thing. I've been with my girlfriend for a while, right? She makes me real jealous, right? And here's how she made me jealous one time. Like, I was sitting down watching a movie. I was watching the A-Team, because obviously I'm a film buff, right? She comes over, she looks at the screen, she goes like this, she goes, oh my God, is that Bradley Cooper? That Bradley Cooper is so hot, he is so hot. And then she walks out of the room. I'm like, great, you just ruined the movie for me. Now for the next 90 minutes, I'm staring at Bradley Cooper's pecs like, God damn, he is hot. I was like, I'm gonna get her back, right? I know how to make her jealous. I waited for the perfect moment. I walk inside the room when she's reading an issue of Us Weekly. I look down, I'm like, oh my God, is that Miley Cyrus? She is so hot, she is so hot. She's like, oh my God, you are disgusting. I'm like, why, you can't handle it? She's like, no, because that's Zac Efron. Oh man, he's hot too. He's hot too.
I read the USA Today every day, and I kind of stereotype sometimes when I'm reading. It said ever since the recession, the rate of suicide has gone up, and I know this has nothing to do with my people because we don't let bills kill us. I've never seen a bill that's gonna make me kill myself. Never. My light bill could be $3 trillion. I'm gonna call them, hey, I'm gonna send y'all something Thursday.
My grandfather recently told me they're still having sex, him and grandma. And I was like, abuelo, grandpa, why would you tell me that? He's like, that's what I'm talking about. But then I thought about it, he's 94. And those are my genes. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get kicked out of old folks' homes because I'm not wearing pants ever. I'm like, I need a sponge bath. That's me.
Sometimes she talks to me like I'm a child. Like we're leaving the house, she says, okay, Skip, before we leave the house, you gotta go to the party. I'm like, party? Don't be asking me no stuff like that. I'm a grown man. So we get in the car, buckle up, get halfway the block, then I realize, man, I gotta go to the party.
I just wish my childhood heroes would age with me. Like, how awesome would it be to see the middle-aged Mutant Ninja Turtles? That's where Donatello's teaching engineering at DeVry University. And Raphael's all coked up just shouting terrible turtle puns. Leave me alone, Splinter. Can't you see I'm just a shell of my former self?
You guys would made me realize what a weak species we are. Is like I read this, it costs $280,000, all right, to raise a human child to the age of 18, where it can barely fend for itself, all right. Giraffes are born being able to run. Who wouldn't have a kid if it was that easy? Your kid just plopped out and you're like, your name's Tim? Go get him.
I used to have the worst car. I had my grandma's gold on gold Ford Taurus. That's a laughter of pain. You recognize, don't you, sis? Like, that car sucks when you roll past the bus stop and they're laughing at you. It's not a good ride. It's not good. Okay, maybe you can back me up. Everything on the Taurus sucks, like right down to the horn. Even the horn sucks. Like somebody cut me off on the highway, I'd be furious. Like, oh, why'd you do that, you son of a... That's all I'm getting? It's not a man's horn. It's like I got a little British guy under the hood going, sorry.
Last October, I got to host LA Fashion Weekend. What? That was pretty sweet. So it was like me and all these celebrities, right? So I was like totally out of my league. Got a chance to walk the red carpet. The paparazzi was there. All these people were striking poses, telling who they were wearing. So I was third in line, right? So the first one comes up and they're like, who are you wearing? Prada. Second one comes up, who are you wearing? Armani. And I was like, oh, crap. What do I do? So I walked that red carpet like a man, and I struck a pose. Eli, who are you wearing? Ross. Goodwill's fall collection. It's very vintage.
I have a son, he has his little PSP games, little Nintendo DS. I don't know if you guys have kids. They're like squirrels, all day, right? They're like, right? So you're just jealous because you didn't have this when you were a kid. I'm like, no, fool, all I had was that piece of paper. Remember that? Remember that? Pick a number, pick a number. How about that other game with a string? You used to cut your friend's circulation. Stop it! You're hurting my arm.
So like I'm always excited when I see like Asians in comedy clubs. I'm like, what's up? We got some Asians in the house, and they always laugh like, come on, Asians in the house, make some noise. It's because Asians, we're the most self-conscious people on earth. For the past 5 years, with my boy DJ Jacob Alvarez, we've been DJing weddings every weekend. And Asians are the most self-conscious people on earth, especially Koreans, man. Korean people, we only dance when it's pitch dark and when we're drunk. All the Asians come and dance. And one time we accidentally turned the light on. Everybody ran back to their table. They're like, no light. Asians are like bugs at weddings, you know? Do you know how hard it is to root for a football team that is named after arguably the most lovable animal in all of the animal kingdom? There's not much of an intimidation factor there. You guys got the black and yellow. I got teal and orange. I don't get respect when I show up to a football game dressed like a Mardi Gras float. Everyone's throwing beads at me. I'm just like, I just want to root for my team.
Horrible with computers. Really bad. And people always ask, do you do your banking online? I would if I could remember my passwords. Well, they won't let you use the same one. Like one website's 4 letters, then 4 letters and a number, then 4 letters and a number and a shape. That's algebra. I sucked at that 30 years ago. You try 3 times, you get locked out. I can't remember the answer to the security question. I'm on the phone with mom at 2:30 in the morning going, all right, what was the name of the dog before Tuffy? I did that joke in Vegas last year. She was drunk in the back of the room. She goes, it was Tippy.